Let's have a closer look at our new plugin Paragon. In this video, we'll be touching upon some of the features within Paragon and how you can use them to create accurate representations of real spaces. Paragon is a new true convolution reverb. However, unlike traditional convolution reverbs, it offers full control of the room size, decay, and brightness of reverbs, all of which have been modelled on 3D recordings. If you want to have a look at the main GUI of Paragon, as well as more background information, then please check out our other video, An Introduction to Paragon. Now, in order to understand how to get the best out of Paragon, let's take a closer look at the IR panel. As you can see, starting at the top of the interface, we can see which IR is currently loaded. As well as use of the presets, this allows you to load in individual impulse responses from the file browser of your operating system. Paragon comes with a number of impulse responses that come already installed along with the plugin itself. Once the IR has been loaded into the plugin, you will see a spectrogram of the impulse response. This allows you to see which frequencies are reverb heavy, as well as the decay time for each of those frequencies. The play icon in the top right corner will audition the impulse response, independent of what audio is being played through the DAW. As well as auditioning the impulse response on its own, you can trial it against a collection of 5 test sounds, which are guitar, bass drum, harmonica, and then both a short singing and long singing piece of audio.
My tiny and up the room to me just never meant joy. So now I'm older, there's a new home that
You'll hear how the IR affects and changes these sounds individually and can either be played as a one-shot, or if you click the loop icon, the sounds will be played repeatedly, so as you edit and make changes to the IR, you are receiving constant feedback as to what has audibly been changed. The other main eye-catching display of the IR panel is our frequency graph display. You can use this to either edit the amplitude of specific frequency bands within the reverb, or you can affect the decay rate of those frequencies. To change which component you'd like to edit, you'll see the 2 buttons on the right hand side. Whichever one is highlighted will be the current display. You can jump back and forth between changing the amplitude and decay rate. These particular features are very useful and important for controlling a reverb. Being able to fine-tune particular frequencies whilst maintaining clarity in others. For example, if you have a lot of dynamic frequencies in your audio, you can increase the decay time in and around 5 kHz and above. This will give an impression you're in a large space, whilst making sure the mid and lower frequencies don't become too muddy and stay locked in. You can add up to 4 nodes, and you can select which individual channels are affected by each node. These options are available right the way up to 7.1.2 to allow for full customization. As you'll see, you have a series of options across the bottom of the graph. This allows you to either add or delete a node, select the node type, whether it be bell or shelf, numerically input the individual frequency for that node, and the node's Q curve, and finally the value of the node against the x-axis. The final feature to touch upon on this particular panel is the complexity slider. As you can see, as we move this slider up and down, you'll notice the display on the frequency graph changes, and this is displaying each individual component of the impulse response in relation to its frequency. The more complex, the more components. Now that we've looked at the IR panel in full, you'll see I've got some audio which is currently playing.
Dollar 3D?
Bob, please.
I'm sorry, he's traveling out of the country, sir.
He's out of the country?
Mm-hmm.
Does he have a mobile number where I can reach him possibly?
No.
Doesn't have...
As you can see, the audio is in 7.1.2 format, so let's go ahead and load in an impulse response. I've chosen the big concrete room impulse response. Now, to show you the ability that Paragon can give you, use this IR and attempt to recreate a club environment from the features from both the IR panel and the main GUI.
Bob, please.
I'm sorry, he's traveling out of the country, sir.
He's out of the country? Does he have a mobile number where I can reach him possibly?
No,
Doesn't have a GSM phone?
not over there, no.
No GSM phone? Alright, thank you.
As you can hear, how I've tweaked and changed has had a considerable effect on the outcome and how the reverb actually now sounds. If you would like to try Paragon out for yourself, I would recommend heading over to the NewGen Audio website, where you'll find access to a 15-day free trial, as well as 15-day trials for all other products.